Hey, this is Dirt the Boat Doctor again. I'm just kind of comparing your Seahawk, standard Seahawks. And this is a 20 foot because of course this doesn't have the suspension, but this does got the NR2 with the flip. These are the seats I was telling you about with the NR2s. They're nitrous filled. This is what, if you wanted to update on the Seahawk, see how you got your Pro Angler over there? Instead of doing the full-blown suspension like on the Seahawks, or your 21s and on up have those, which actually these seats bounce like a shock in a truck or car. When you need it, it's going to bounce and then go up. It ain't going to continually do this. So if you wanted to upgrade, I'm sure this is over $2,000 for if you wanted to up to these seats versus those. And I like the arms, I would have to say that, so that's something I would do. And these are the folding backs. And again, see how that's just an annoyance to me having this. I'd rather just have this bolster right on the back side. So when I lift it, I'm just lifting the lid. So that's not a big deal to me, because that's an option if you ever wanted this style with the folding backs. Me personally, I don't really care for that so much. And of course this is a 20 foot, so you don't get near the dash you do in the 21s. You can see the difference. You got the little rails to keep your stuff in up front instead of no rails. This is like a 14 by 28 or 29 degree hole, which these are still good boats, but I'm just trying to show you the differences between a Seahawk coho and the standard Seahawk. These are the aluminum floors, right, with the bigger hatch. All of your Seahawks now come with that. So, and the other ones are marine vinyl, like what I showed you over here. Which those, again, I've seen boats 20 years old, and maybe they got like a little sheep trail where people walk, but you really don't see them ripped up. So they're, they hold up pretty damn good, So, so I mean, yeah, you're paying money for this and the seats. Basically, when you go to the big suspension seats, that's what the big price difference is. Probably you're looking at 10 grand just there. But this has the hydraulic, the integrated hydraulic on the motor. But this was a bigger fish box I was telling you about. But see how they split that? Yeah, you can get a salmon in there. Not my side. Mine, shoot, it'd be. I'd need a lot bigger. But the same thing. The fish box. This has got a bigger door, but it's the same. This is shallow because it's a 20. The 21's a lot deeper than this, but that one has a smaller door, as you can see right there, but it's deep. Same back, but that has a single battery, and here's your battery switch, and these have dual batteries. Force down. So let's get to brass tacks. We're talking about a 21, which is, that's what that boat is right there. Look at the room, 18 by 42 degrees. Now those are the rails I was talking about that come standard on a Seahawk. Not the coho, or the downriggers, but see, you can add this stuff. So let's just figure this out. So if I took an LE, which is that boat right there, I added a ladder. Let's just high side everything. Say that's, this will average out. Say 600 bucks for the ladder. Trim tabs, let's add 1,000 for some Bennett's installed. So that's $1,600. You already got the non-skid on the back of that, so trim tabs. And I think the ladder. You already have the welded transducer brackets on that boat. Okay, so what did I say, 1,600? So now now we can't add the kicker because that's something you'd add on the other one. So now let's 1,600, let's say you added those rails with that on there, say 600 bucks, say on top. So that's $2,200. Now they come with the top, sides, and backdrop, so 2,200 bucks. So now we want to add that okay, ski pylon. It doesn't, you have to buy the pylon. They don't come They come with it there, the mount in there, but that's how you do a ski pump. You do the same thing on that boat. Just drive it through and run the post down and weld it. You know, so that you're looking probably paint match. You know, that could be $500-600, but $2,200 worth. Okay, dual batteries. Okay, you want that. So just add the dual batteries. So let's say the batteries a couple hundred, say the three, say let's say $600. We're at $2,800. Now say your wash down hose. So 2,800. Let's say 600. So there's $3,400. Okay, let's add a wiper. Let's 3,400. Say $400 or so $3,800. Okay, now is there something I'm missing? 3,800. So we got bilge pump. Add another bilge pump. It's 38. So say $4,000 because I'd probably want that. 4,000. You don't need the anchor guard. We got the wiper. So about 4,000. So now say base price with the updated trailer and the spare tire comes with it. So anyway, 75. So 4,000 on the top of that is $79,000, right? A 21 Seahawk is going to be 97. So right there, you're looking at $17,000 difference. You know, granted, what you're losing, the anchor guard, the paint versus the vinyl, of course. But other than that, you're getting all the other stuff in the rear cowling fish boxes. But again, that's immaterial on that. I mean, those ain't that big anyway. So now, now this is still cheaper. So I mean, you know, 17,000 is 17,000. It's the same hole. Okay, that's got 1/4 inch bottom. They're both 84, like wide, 102 and 84 inch bottom. So they're 18 by 42 degree. So that's the main thing is the hole. And then what I would do, so we're right there with a 150 on, right? With everything I said. So now what you do is, what did I say that was now again? 79,000. Let's say 80,000. We're at 97,000. Now what you do is, now this is or add on like motors, add $3,000 for a 200. So there's $3,000. Okay, for that on the motor. Electronics. Let's add good electronic packs, radar, GPS, sonar, VHF, maybe even a stereo, compass. Say $6,000. And this is good stuff, not cheap stuff. So say $6,000 for that. So then add 3 for the motors, 9,000. Let's make it 10,000 for throwing in some extra little bonus stuff. So say $10,000. So now I add that into the 80. That puts me at 90. Now I add that onto that Seahawk boat, and then I'm at 107. So 90, 107. That's what I'm saying. So the LE coho is actually a good investment. North River won't add the wash downs and stuff. That's something we would have to do here. So you could get a damn nice boat for, you know, about 80 grand versus 107. I think it was 85, 95. Yeah. So that's what that boat would be, is 97. And then you have to add the 10 grand. And then this one you could get in for like that 90, 95 loaded, basically. Oh, and then the seats, if you wanted to update those. You know, and that's probably $2,000. All right, yeah, nice seats. So that's the LE. This, of course, is a 20-foot. And I had to go to the fastback, but this is what a 21 Seahawk would look like. And I showed you like the red boat over there, so you just take the top off and put this one on. But I mean, if you just want a damn good boat and ready to fish, got your good electronics and everything, these are going to be a good price boat, and it works out where you can save yourself $15,000. Boat Doctor out.